Hello, dear all. Welcome to our next lesson. Today we will start a new chapter, and this is called fractions. So, let us see what is fraction. Fraction is a part of number. It's a part of whole. Suppose that we have such whole shape that's called rectangle. In this case, it is a whole shape. This is one whole. And if we divide it into some parts, I will divide it first into two equal parts. Let me divide it again. Okay. So we divide it into two parts, and each part, there are two parts, each of them one part out of two. And we can write it as 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2. Okay, so if I divide my shape into three parts, something today happened with my pen. So, okay, then here we see that there are three parts, and each of them 1 out of 3. This is 1 out of 3 and 1 out of 3. And if I take them together, 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3, it will be 3/3. That makes 1 whole. If I want to shade some parts, and if somebody asks me what part of the shape, what fraction is shaded, so we will write it that 2/3 is shaded. Okay, let's just see how we can read the fractions. So this is a fraction, 1/3. Yes, something happened with my pen today. Let me write it again. Okay, so 1/3. This is a third, or 1/3. If I have 2/3, I will say that this is 2/3. Yes. Okay, why 1, why 2, but here it is third, not 3. This is a rule that when we read the fraction, first we say the upper part, this is called numerator, and we read it as cardinal number. Do you remember cardinal number from our previous lesson? You can go and watch that lesson. It's in number chapter. And the below part, it is called denominator, and we read it as ordinal number. So this is 4/7, but with s because there are 4/7. Okay, and that line is called fraction bar. Okay, so this is 1/3, 2/3, 4/7. And now let us see some special names for fractions, like, let me draw a circle. Okay. So I'm going to divide it into two equal parts. That is called, it is 1 over 2 and this is 1 over 2. So this is a half. In 2 over 2 it is 1 half, but it is 2 halves. Okay. And again I will draw a circle. Okay. And I'm going to divide it this time into 4 equal parts. And I want to shade if I want to shade 2 parts, it will be 2 quarters. Okay, at the last I want to talk about the proper fraction and improper fraction. Okay, from the word just simply we see that proper means everything is okay, and improper, let us see what is wrong with it. So proper fraction, when numerator is less than denominator. But improper fraction, when numerator is more or equal to denominator. Like for proper fraction, we can say 2 fourths, 1/3, 4 sevenths, 5 twelfths, and so on. So when your numerator is strictly less than denominator, this is called proper fraction. For improper fraction, what we see here, numerator is more or equal. So it can be 7 out of 6. It can be 5/3. It can be 10 halves. Or just it can be 4 quarters. Like as you see, numerator is more than denominator, or this is same. Okay. And at the last, I want to show you what is unit fraction. Unit fraction, when your numerator equals to 1. That's a very simple, very easy. 1/3, 1/7, 1/13, 1/20. All the fractions, when their numerator is 1, they are called unit fractions. Okay. So let us complete our lesson for today and let us see what we learned. We learned about fraction. We learned about same parts. And we learned about numerator and denominator and fraction bar. Then we learn about unit fraction. And here we learned about proper fraction and improper fraction. Okay, in our next lesson, we will learn how to simplify fractions, how to compare fractions, how to order them, And also we will learn about how to change improper fraction to mixed number and vice versa. What is mixed number? We will talk about it in our next lesson. Thank you, dear all. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for taking active part here in our channel. I hope that the lessons are useful and you can learn something. Ask your questions. If you have any doubts, just text us. Thank you for everything. See you next time. Bye bye.